Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. I thought today I have one day before work and I thought I would do a little one day 24-hour readathon type of thing. Will I be reading for 24 hours straight? No. Did I mean to start this like 4 hours ago? Yes, but I was sleeping. So here we are. My unrealistic goal is to catch up on my Goodreads goal. I'm 4 books behind. Do I think I can read 4 books in the next 24 hours? Probably not, but I'd like to get as much reading done as possible. I don't have a whole lot planned today. I'm reading The Lady Gets Lucky by Joanna Shupe. I did read 166 pages of this last night, so I would like to finish this. I have an audiobook that I'm listening to. It is called I don't know what it's called. Let's find out. The Irish Fall by Brooke Gilbert. I've mentioned this one, I think, in another vlog before, and it's just taken me this long to get to it. But I'm listening to that on audio. I was given that by the author for review. I'm not very far in, but so far I'm liking this setup. It is a tour guide, like tourist romance, which is fun. And then this book is a lessons in seduction, and I'm already so sold on these characters. I love Joanna Shupe, obviously. So as for past that, if this is going to be a goal that I make, definitely have to pick shorter books, which aren't necessarily any of the ones on my TBR. I don't know where my TBR went. My room's such a mess. That's one of my goals today. Listen to my audiobook, clean my room, and do a couple chores. The rest of the books on my TBR are historical romances, so I don't know if I'll start another one of those today, or I also have been like really in the mood for a cozy mystery series. Maybe I'll find an audiobook cozy mystery series. We'll see. Maybe I'll read some comics just to keep me propelling forward. I don't know, but for now I have a telehealth appointment this morning, and then don't technically have any plans for the rest of the day. Might go to the gym later. We'll see. But yeah, that's my little update. I'm gonna go read till it's time for my appointment, and maybe get started on some chores because I've got a lot to do today. Hello, an update. I actually haven't read very much. This is why I never do 24-hour readathons, because it's almost 5 o'clock and I've read almost nothing today. I'm not good at focusing, but I went to the gym. I did listen to my audiobook for a little bit. I cleaned my room before that. I listened to my audiobook a little bit. I'm like 30% in to that. It's a really long audiobook. Not really readathon material, but I read a couple chapters of this. I'm going to sit down for a couple more hours and read this before we go to the movies, because like I said, I'm not good at readathons, but I'm really, really enjoying this, so I'm going to go keep reading. It is many hours later, but I did finish the Joanna Shupe book before I went to the movies. This was a really fun one. So this is part of the Fifth Avenue Rebels series. The first one was The Heiress Hunt. I read that a couple months ago, and this one was definitely better. And don't get me wrong, every Joanna Shupe book I've ever read is a 5 stars. But The Heiress Hunt was the first one that faltered just a little bit for me, because the conflict between the characters was like kind of silly at points. But this one really brought it back, reminded me why I love Joanna so much. I loved these characters, I loved their chemistry, I loved their story. I will say my only critique, and it isn't even really a critique, but like a lot of the times historicals are standalones, and this could technically be a standalone, but you would feel kind of lost with a lot of the secondary things happening, because it's so directly like overlaps. Like it happens the same weekend the first book is happening, and so like if you didn't read the first book, you'd be like, what the heck's going on with these people? What's all this drama happening? So you like really have to read the first one and remember the details to like really get the full experience of reading this one, and I didn't love that. I would rather them be a little bit more separate. But regardless, I loved Kit as a character. He was fabulous. I loved him. I loved his development, but he didn't like, it's not like he completely changed his personality to be with her. He just kind of discovered who he was all along. That sounded really cheesy, but like, I loved it. And then she was a really great character as well. What is her name? Alice. And their chemistry was just really great. And I love, you know, a seduction lessons story. I think it's super fun, especially in the historical setting. I think it works almost better in historical because there's a lot more like high stakes attached to it. So I loved that. They had great chemistry. It was a lot of fun. I loved the ending. I loved Joanna's characters, especially her female characters, always have like a passion or like a special interest, like something that they are really dedicated to, and I love that. I love that it's not just a historical romance female hero that just wants to be, you know, just wants to climb society, that kind of thing. Her characters always have a lot of depth, and I really, really love that. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. I think the only thing I wrote is that I'm gonna have to order the 4th book ASAP. I have the 3rd one, and I considered picking that up next, but I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. But the 3rd one follows the 3rd best friend. Also, the end of this one actually had some really sad moments. That was rough. Anyway, the 3rd book will follow the other friend, Preston, and then the 4th book is really what I want to read, because that's going to have, there's this character in the 1st and 2nd book, the Duke of Lockwood, and both the characters from the 1st book and the heroine in the 2nd both like potentially could have a relationship with him and end up rejecting him for the hero of that book. And so I just really want him to have a happy ending. So like I really want to read his book, and that's the 4th one. I don't know if there'll be any more in this series after this or not. Probably not. I think that would kind of cover all the characters. But anyway, like I said, I considered picking up the next Joanna Shupe, but I don't think I want to go back to back like that. And then the other 3 books on my TBR are all historical romances, and I don't think I want to read another historical right this second. The other ones on my list, I don't think I showed them earlier, was High Country Bride by Linda Lale Miller. I have the physical copies in my room. And then I have An Heiress's Guide to Deception and Desire by Amanda Collins. Focus, there we go. And then I don't have a picture of this one, but the, it's like Don't Want You Like a Best Friend or something. What's it called? Yeah, Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. I can't read that name. Alban or something. And I'm very interested in all of those. I think I'm just going to, I almost like it better like flipping back and forth between genres because it keeps it fresh. So I'm gonna start this. This is The Rulebook by Sarah Adams. Last week I read a different Sarah Adams book, and it, I think, is gonna end up being my favorite book of the year. I know it's only June and there's still lots of books left to be read, but that one is a really, really high top contender. So let's keep it going. This is the sequel to The Cheat Sheet, which was the first Sarah Adams book I read years ago now, and frankly I kind of want to do a reread, but I'm going to start, should I reread it? I feel like I don't even know if the characters really overlap at all. I'll bet you that they're just on the same team. So he is a football player, and this is his ex from college, and now she's going to be his agent. So forced proximity. I think they're going to be on an island, don't know why. But yeah, I'm guessing that the main character from the cheat sheet is on the same football team as this guy. And I do really want to reread the cheat sheet, but I think I'm gonna go with this. And then I don't have a physical copy of the cheat sheet, so maybe whenever I get to find a copy, I will read it then. But anyway, I also want to listen. I'd like to finish my audiobook, but even on double time, I have 4 hours left. It's such a long audiobook. I picked this audiobook up because I really liked that it took place in Ireland. And I do like it so far. It's a really long book. And that was her other book too. And I like her writing, but like the other one I read ebook, but it was like 400 and something pages or something. I don't know. Let me look and see how many pages this book is. The Irish Fall. Yeah, 480 pages. I think that's this one. It's just maybe too long for a contemporary romance. Let me find the other one. The other one I read was the Aloha Butterfly Kiss, and that doesn't have a page number. Oh, because it's not out yet. Okay. That was the one I read this as an ARC. I didn't realize the final copy was not out yet. But yeah, I will try and work on that too. I'm going to be working on my Reputation Eras Tour costume. I'm a little scared, but that is the plan. My goal is just to cut the sleeve and the leg and at least glue the hem down for the arm. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the leg yet, so maybe I'll do that first. Maybe I'll read a little bit. We'll see. I still have my Diet Coke from the movie to finish, so I'll probably actually sit down and read for a little bit and then work on that later. So I will update you later. I actually haven't moved from the spot. I haven't read it all. The dog fell asleep. I just was gonna throw a little tiny Bridgerton rant in here. Not that I'm reading the Bridgerton books, but it is currently the 12th. Does that mean it comes out? No, it'll come out tomorrow night. That's so upsetting. Anyway, I work the next 3 days, so I won't be able to watch Bridgerton Part 2 until the weekend. But I just wanted to talk about it, and I feel like it is actually kind of relevant to the historical romance I was just reading, because I was saying I like how like multifaceted her female characters are and everything. And that's what I've struggled with in the show, in the character Eloise. She's an interesting character, and I do think it's a redeemable story and blah, blah, blah. But she makes me so mad because she doesn't, like, she gets so wrapped up in herself that she doesn't see, this camera is crooked. I can't fix it. She doesn't see the women around her as people. She sees them as like caricatures of themselves, or what she wants to see them as, particularly Penelope. Like the fact that she's so mad at Penelope for everything, and that I think the thing that makes me the most mad is that she's just assumed all this time that Penelope didn't want, you know, a wedding and marriage and a husband. She just assumed that Penelope wanted what she wanted. And she's just very much like a steamroll kind of person. And I just was thinking about that and watching TikToks, and I watched a little bit of Bridgerton while I ate a snack. So I just thought I'd talk about it. Hopefully I'll probably reading vlog next weekend too. And I'll give you full Bridgerton thoughts. Those are pretty much my plans for the weekend. I will sit down and watch all 4 in one go, of course, but yeah, I just like, I'll be very interested to see how it goes down in part 2. I really, like, I see a way for Penelope to get, or for Penelope and Eloise to get through this like rough patch in their friendship, but like Eloise she's gonna have to be the one to grovel, not Penelope. Penelope, she never heard her out. And should she have written that stuff in Whistledown? No, but that didn't happen in the book. So it'll just be very interesting. Anyway, this is completely unrelated. I just wanted to talk about it. So I'm gonna go start working on my costume and listen to my audiobook for a little bit. Hello, back here with this horrible lighting. It's 6 a.m. the next day. I actually suck at readathons. This whole lighting is so bad. But yeah, did I just zoom in? Wrong button. Okay. I didn't get a lot of reading done, so I am like 30 pages into this. I think I'll still read a little bit more, but I'm getting very sleepy and I want to go to bed. So I did listen to my audiobook for a little bit. I'm about 50% through that now. So like I got some reading done over the course of the last day, but not catch up on my Goodreads goal. I haven't decided if I'm going to still post this as like one 24-hour reading vlog, or maybe just clump it in with a reading vlog next week, because I feel like I don't have a whole lot of footage from here, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't read as much as I wanted to, but I also was just really tired and couldn't really focus. So, but I had a really, really busy week. So yeah, but I also got a lot of reading done this week in general, but I'm going to read a little bit more of this. It isn't as instantly entertaining as the other series, the When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect, but like I said earlier, I think Practice Makes Perfect is like my best book of the year so far, so I don't think anything can top it. See, I'm ready for bed. This is silly. But I'm gonna just do a couple things to get ready for bed. I'll read a little bit more of this and then get some sleep. And honestly, most likely, I'll just see you next weekend in this vlog, because why not? Less editing for me. Hello and welcome back. I thought since I cut off my little 24-hour read along last weekend, I would tack on a couple more days and let you know what I'm reading, because I'm still reading the same books, so might as well. It is Sunday and I'm heading out for my massage in just a couple of minutes, and then afterwards, right next door, we are going to go see Inside Out 2. So, fit of the day, I wore, this is actually a Taylor Swift shirt, but I feel like it's perfect for Inside Out. It's blue, and my nails are blue too, coincidentally, but I saw someone on TikTok where everyone's like, dress is your favorite color for Inside Out to represent your favorite emotion, and sadness is my favorite character because I think she's a real one. So I wore my Taylor Swift shirt that says "Too Soft for It All" from the Midnights era, because it's blue and I feel like the quote really fits. And then I'm going to a massage, so I couldn't do like a lot of makeup, but I did a little bit of blue makeup. Blue's not my favorite color of eyeshadow to wear, but had to fit the theme. So that's my plan for today. And then after the movie, my plan is to come home and just relax and read. I'm currently reading The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. I'm only 50 pages in, but enjoying the voice so far of the character and looking forward to getting more into it. I think I said this last time, it's going to be really hard to top Practice Makes Perfect, but I also am excited to get into this. I definitely want to start working on getting like all of her backlist books. I've read all of the books but 2 of them, I think. This being the 3rd one I haven't read, if I'm remembering right. So I don't own, this is only the 3rd book by her I own, if I'm, yeah. So I own When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, and this one. I'd love to own all of them. But yeah, I'll let you know more about what I think about this book when I'm a little farther in. I'm not really far enough in to have any thoughts. I did actually finish my audiobook though. I finished reading, what was it called? I don't remember. The Irish one. I wrote a review on that. That was one I wrote for, like, in exchange for a review, or read for exchange and review. And it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. And then I picked up a new audiobook called, I have to leave, like, now, Death by Cupcake, I think. I could be making that up. I've been really wanting a cozy mystery series to read, so that's what this is. My Hoopla's loading. Oh, Sprinkle with Murder. That was close. This is by Jen McKinley, who actually has a lot of romance books out as well, but she also has this this cozy mystery series, and there's so many books in this series. Come on, focus. Don't you like me? There we go. And I'm only 10% in. But I'm very excited because it's such a long series, and I didn't even know it takes place in Arizona, in like an area that I kind of know, so that was really cool. But yeah, looking forward to that. No one's been killed yet, so. And then my other, I also rented this audiobook, Again the Magic by Lisa Kleypas, because there are some girls on Instagram doing like a read-along of this entire Lisa Kleypas series, and June, I don't remember if June or July is Again the Magic, but I'm reading it this month regardless. So very, very excited about that. I don't remember all who's hosting, but I know Ava Reed's Romance is hosting one of the months. I think Jess from Peace Love Books is hosting one of the months. I'm not sure. I just saw like historical romance readathon and I was like, sold, I'm in, let's do it. And I've been reading to read more Lisa Kleypas for a long time. I think I've read one of her books. She's like a classic, so I need to get into more. So those are my reading plans. Those are my general plans. I'm trying to have a relaxing couple of days. We'll see. But yeah, I will update you after the movie. I'll let you know what I think. I also did watch Bridgerton last night, so I'll have thoughts on that later too, maybe. But yeah, that's my little update, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Reading vlog update for my in-progress Reputation costume. I'm looking really rough because I cried trying to figure out how to use a sewing machine, but I've done it. I've hemmed my pants. While I was doing that, before I ended up switching to just the album, the Reputation album, because I was having a mental breakdown, I am 40% into Sprinkle with Murder, having a lot of fun. I really like the voice, like the character. I'm liking the setup. I love the cupcakes. My only critique, and I don't know why, but this is definitely like a theme amongst cozy mysteries with female leads. It is just not necessary to the plot. Not necessary, period. But the main character has got like mentioned multiple times, like, oh, when I was younger, when I was in high school, like I was fat, but now I'm not. Okay, you run a cupcake shop, so like, and also that has nothing to do with it actually. So that's my only critique. And it actually, I know this author also writes a lot of romance, so I'd be very interested to read her romance books and see if she's got the same kind of like pick me girl vibes. Otherwise, I really, really like the character, and I bet I really am going to like this series. But yeah, that's just like, what year is it? Why are we still mentioning that? I don't know. But yeah, Reputation outfit. If you're interested, I will be chronicling my Reputation outfit creation on TikTok and Instagram, so check that out. I'm gonna go read the Sarah Adams book for a while, but I have to go to bed soon because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. So I sat down to start working on my costume at like 4:30 or 5. It's 11 p.m. So turns out sewing is not going to be a new hobby of mine. I hemmed the pants. Took me many, many tries, but I did it. I'm never doing it again. Looking a little crazy. Just got out of the shower. But I thought I would close out this reading vlog. I think it's funny that I was like, oh, I'll add the couple days of next weekend to this vlog so I can read more. And I barely read it all this weekend. I was so busy. So today, well, I saw Inside Out 2 yesterday. I had some appointment yesterday. I don't remember what it was now. But today then I had physical therapy, and then we saw the movie If, which, oh, I had my facial today. Then we saw the movie If, which was actually like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was such an interesting concept, but the execution was not very good. So I don't know if I liked it. I didn't hate it, but I was just kind of confused the entire time. Then I went to the gym, but I did get quite a bit of the audiobook done this weekend. Having 3 on, 3 off is so hard. But I got 63% into this, Sprinkle with Murder. Having a lot of fun. My cat really wants some attention right now. I'm having fun with it. I love, you know, a cozy mystery. I do think, like I said, some of the things she's saying are a little outdated, but okay, she's just gonna bite my hand while I'm talking. But I looked it up, and the book did come out in 2010, so it's very old in book terms. So I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. My camera's gonna die. And then I also watched Bridgerton this weekend, and that was really, really good. I loved Colin and Penelope's story. I almost wish there had been more Colin and Penelope since it was their season. There are definitely some still questionable writing pieces with the Bridgerton show, but this was by far the best season. So I had fun watching that. And then I've read maybe 10 pages of this book this weekend. Maybe I'll read some more tonight, but for now I'm gonna get all of this uploaded and edited and all of that. So, oh, and I made brownies, so I'm gonna have a little brownie snack while I do that. So I hope you enjoyed this very messy vlog. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.